And we're live with a peak concurrent viewer count of 0. How are you? Not even I'm watching. Oh, there's one. I think that's me. Had some technical issues, but we are live. Just in time for Arsenal to score an equaliser in the last minute. It's looking now like they're probably going to get in the top half of the league this year. Comes from a corner. Goalkeeper's up. Goalkeeper gets the header on and volleyed. Oh, keeper gets a hand to it and it's poked in at the end. Checking this for something here. Goalkeeper with a good header. Are they checking it for offside, perhaps? Not too sure. Seems to be fine. Got to feel a wee bit bad for Scotty P there. Unlucky. Oh, that's what they are checking. The VAR is checking for a possible offside. Let's pray. Who's offside? I don't see how this could be possibly offside. Ball comes in there, but is he in play? Is that Smith Rowe there? Is he in play when the keeper puts a hand to it? Although he is affecting it, he could possibly not want to hit it towards him. So the keeper gets a hand to it and guides it wide, and that's why they score. Maybe that's what it is. He is offside there. But is he affecting the play, or is that even the rules nowadays? Who knows? Goal given. Yeah, I don't think they would have judged him to have been affecting the play too much. 1-8, unlucky Scotty P. So what we're going to do is we're going to send this out to some peeps. Hopefully get a couple of folks in here. I'm going to have a chat. Because one viewer, being me, probably I'm not going to get too much great chat. Probably I'm not going to get too much great chat. Probably. Anyway, how are you, everyone? I'm not too bad. Thanks for asking, Bradley. No problem, mate. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a wee thingy in here. See out there, you like it? And let's pick a random one there. Throw it in there. Throw it up the corner. He's out there. You know who I am. Don't have to keep introducing myself, even though nobody at all cares whatsoever. Let's have a look. Let's make it a wee bit fancier, shall we? We give it a little background. Get black. Get black, just for the banter. I need to stop saying banter. Outline. This is fantastic viewing, I know. However, the technical difficulties I had have meant to do this before, but I couldn't. Anyway, let's have a look and see. Is there anybody here? Hello. Nobody here. Still it's me. Mark Denny says, strong team. Happy with that. Must be an Arsenal fan. Now let's have a look at the squad. Where do we get that? The Man United website. Manchester United. Bunch of bouncing Busby babes. Who's got the most up-to-date team news? Live score, perhaps? Be very handy if I had a co-host here to, help smooth along these things. Bunch of bouncing buzz babes. "28 minutes to kick off." Here we have the lineup. Dean Henderson in nets. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw at the back. McFred in midfield. Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Pogba and Greenwood. And so no Cavani on the bench. The bench is made up of Mata, Matic, Williams, De Gea, Alex Telles, Cavani, Danny James, Tuanzebe and Van de Beek. Pretty strong team. Pretty strong. Am I right in thinking we actually don't play until next weekend? We don't have a midweek game this week, I don't think. Let's have a look. It's really exciting viewing, I know, chaps, but what can you do? Yeah, so our next game is Leeds next weekend. We don't have a midweek game. Let me see. I forgot to put this out. Need to fire out the link, get some peeps in the chat. Just doing a bit of admin here while there's nobody here. Let me check. I have 2 viewers. Let me know who you are. One of them's might be me. I need to really figure out how to figure out if it's actually me watching myself. Everybody stop watching. All one of you or 2 of you. That's not going to work. If you're any of the chaps, let me know. Is everything working okay? Sound all right? Is my beautiful face in shot okay? We'll have a wee chat about the match. One or two coming in. Got to be gutting for Fulham. Tough to take right at the end. Exciting stuff. Oh, no, just some admin stuff have to go on in the background. Should have all this set up, ongoing, that I don't have to do all this guff during the game. But hopefully, I have it all set up before the game kicks off. I don't like that red of the Burnley. Let's make that a wee bit more maroony, because that is the main thing, really, isn't it? I have to get that right. So change that from a red to a. How's that look? Probably a bit better, yeah. And you want to do? Want to up that red to the United? How we're going to do this? That doesn't help. That'll do. It's grand. Anyway, let's have a look and see if we can get the team news up. There's them showing the Nketiah goal there. Corner. Arsenal goalkeeper gets a head onto it. It's fumbled in at the back post. 1-1 right at the end. Second for Fulham and Scotty P. These things happen. Great teams always find a way. Sometimes Arsenal score lucky goals. People, if you're live watching, fire a comment in the chat. Let's have a chat. Ask some questions. Let me know. Ask me what my favorite flavor crisps are. That's the main theme of this channel. Every video we've done so far is about crisp flavor. So let me know what your favorite is, and ask me if you want to know mine. It's very important. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get the team news up on the screen, but I'm a bit of an amateur at this stuff, so it might take me a little bit of time, but be worth it in the end. Now, I don't want to look at the women's team. Noel Regan says Man United are the best in the whole world. Well done, Noel Regan. Yeah, good choice. Noel bloody Regan. Noel Regan, is that how you spell it? I don't know. Let us know how you pronounce Noel Regan. That's what we'll call him. Or her. He or her. Could be either or. And Noel, let me know if you can hear me okay. Just testing things out a wee bit. Let me know what the sound's like. Is it crisp? Is it delicious? Is it subtle? It's like a lovely steak from Gordon Ramsay himself. Or does it sound like a fat Northern Irish man just rambling on, pretending like he's interesting? But that was very interesting. Noel, it was a good comment there. That's kept the chit chat, kept everything flowing. Let's have a look at the lineup, shall we? Let's have a quick look. This will be worse than the Arsenal fan page. Much, much worse. Reckless opinions in here. Why is it so difficult to find the lineup just sitting out nicely? I will log back in when home to grief you, whatever that means. Griefing. I guess that means give me grief. Bring it on. Bring it on. Could be worse. Could be a Chelsea fan. Why can I not find just the actual lineups like laid out nicely? Where would you get that? Live score, something like that? Yeah, live scores absolutely. Oh, lineups. Here we are. That's the boy right there. Perfect. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's see if we can do this. I'm not too old. Yay, there it is. Can you see it? How we're looking. It's a wee bit. Ew. Let me see now. Can you actually see that? Or is it a wee bit too fuzzy? How's that looking? Can you read that? Or is that too fuzzy? Let me know. Let me know. Is the show good or terrible? Let me know in the chat. Probably terrible. Interesting stuff. Let me know if you can see that. Actually, is that too fuzzy? Maybe try it a different way if it's too fuzzy. I'm so old. It's not my fault I'm old. I'll get used to it. I'll get better. Let's try. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, wouldn't want to do that. Hit the nuclear button there. Man United versus Burnley. I know what I can do. See, I'm not that old. I figured it out. Who's this bad boy? Let's have a look and see how it looks. Hello.
Hello.
Broodception. So here's what we'll do. We'll throw up this wee jube here, and we'll see. Yeah, you can't see that at all. It's absolutely terrible. I'll take that off. Sorry. Apologize for wasting your time. That's absolutely terrible. If only I had a co-host here to help things go running smoothly. I should give up. Sean Dyche. It should be sponsored by bloody Limsips. I've got the TV muted and I can still hear his voice. I've told all the lads to go out there and absolutely batter these boys. There's Marcus Rashford there with his mask in a questionable position, looking like somebody out of Mortal Kombat. Wonder what he's saying. There's just a lot of kids out there. Big respect to him. Helping all the kids when the politicians wouldn't. Bet you didn't think he'd get some politics in here? There's Ollie there talking about his recent trip to Mount Doom. I can't do his accent. Sean Dyche again. Put the screen back on me, you bastard. It's that's right. There's somebody's been watching along here who hasn't said anything. Come on, show yourself, show your face, you card. Huh? You cannot type. I'm watching you. Come on, say anything. Slobber about me. There's lots you can pick on. Come on, waiting for it. Can't just log into this free entertainment and not give me anything in return. I think you are. Let's have a look again at. Actually, no, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and see if we can find a better version of the team lineups. Anybody knows like a better version? Where do you go to see the lineups? Where do you go? BBC Sport takes me straight to tennis, as if. Who watches tennis? BBC lineups. Is that better? Should probably have done this before he came live, but don't blame me. It's Mark Downey's fault. It's not here. Arsenal steal a late draw as Eddie and Kerry equalisers. Equalizes. All I want is a picture of the team lineups. That's all I want. There's not one website in the whole entire world that gives you a photo of the team lineup. Just looking at there in the Scottish Cup there, Celtic are getting beat 2-0 by Rangers. Fourth round of the Scottish Cup. Must be an interesting game there. I wonder can we flick it on here before the match starts. Although, people in Northern Ireland don't really care about matches like that, do we? Let's have a look at the teams. This might be better. We'll try this. We'll give this a go. Thanks to Sky Sports. I'm so old. It takes me forever to do this stuff. But I bet you can do it better than you, whoever you are. Can't even figure out how to type a message. Useless. Absolutely useless. There. Is that better? Can you see that? Can you see the under? Don't mind me. Just amuse yourselves. Because I wouldn't want you, reading this and not being able to see my absolutely magnificent beak. Look behind the curtains at how the magic's done. Oh, no. Coconuts. Hold on. Hello. There's something wrong with you. It's not my fault. Now, how's that? Can you see that? How about that for absolute brilliance? Look at that. Absolute whiz kid here. Did that off the spur of the moment. Have a look at that. There's the teams. Now you have to drop a like. Definitely have to drop a like for that. An old chap like myself could figure that out live with all the pressure of two people watching. Unbelievable stuff. Well done, the old Bridster. Not too bad. I'm the old Bridster, by the way. The old Bridster. There is something wrong with me. Let me see. Let's tweak it a wee touch. A wee touch. Let's tweak it a wee bit. I don't know what I'm doing. Whoops. The window capture. See, that's what you're supposed to do. No, how do I want it? There we go. Oh. Delete. Ah. Take that off the top. This must be really enthralling viewing. Surely I should be moving faster. There. That's not better. why? Why does anybody ever want to watch this? Oh, everybody, the big man's coming. Thought it wasn't going to happen, but the big man's coming. Coming to save the show. To save my bacon. I was expecting to see all purple seats and purple backgrounds today to back up what Ollie was saying about the players getting confused by the background colours. Seems a little bit tight from AFTV to me. Whoever this one person is that's been watching from the start, and I know it's not me because there's two viewers. I know it's not me, but whoever you are, show yourself. Grow a set of plums. Come on, show yourself. Send a wee message there. Let's see if we can get some other United men in here and we'll have a chat. Absolutely no use me just sitting here and you just staring at me, floundering, trying my best to think of something interesting to say while I try and sort things in the background. Let's get some messages out there. Let's get some bants going. Basically, what I'm doing here behind the scenes is just sending out loads of messages to people going, please come and watch me. I did it with Noel Ragon and they came on, so we had a wee bit of banter there for a couple of minutes. Actually, while we're doing that as well, let's go and have a check on the Rangers Celtic game, which I have no opinion on who I want to win. Is it on Sky? Surely they're showing that match. Oh, is it on like BBC or something? Premier Sports? No. What channel is it on? Are they showing it on BT or something? BT Scotland? BT Scotland. Coming to watch the old firm. Welcome to the Man United fan channel terrible impressions show. All channels. You know you're old when you got to look at the remote when you're typing. We're watching Cracking the World from 1965 on film 4+1. You want to watch along? We'll watch that together. Oh, am I so old? Right here, now. What channel is the cup match on? I'm so old. Uh, let's go to your best mate, Google. Belfast Live. Always a solid source of information. Premier Sports. Only Premier Sports. Well, I guess then we won't be watching it. Bloody Premier Sports. Barely even heard of that. There's the team coming up. Give me the HD version, please. I'm so old. Oh, just been caught picking my nose. Picking my nose live. So the Burnley team in midfield: Goodmanson, Westwood, Cork, Brownhill, McNeil. Who have they got up top? Barnes, probably, Chris Wood. So probably a 4-5-1. Big Dwight McNeil on the thumbnail. I think if anyone's going to cause any trouble, it'll be that lawn chopper. Strong team. And Big Bailey Peacock Farrell in the nets. Let's hope he has a shocker. Let's see if we can give the video a shout out, get some folks in here, and we'll have a chat. Have a bit of absolute wonder banter. All right, run out of things to say. The match hasn't even started yet. Can you hear those wee ding ding dings? The lads come to the centre circle. Central circle. The centre circle. We should be kicking off at any moment. Somebody tell me the best website for all the halftime for live scores and team sheets and all and whatnot. Using this live score here, but doesn't seem to be great. But it's quite handy there. You get a wee pop out. Minute of set was that the silence period there for the Prince. Rest in peace. Very soon, about to kick off to this very interesting, very exciting, very important 3 points for Man United. About to come. And I'll not forget this time, players taking the knee, not forget this time to use the oil timer properly. As soon as it kicks off, boom, timer will be going. And if it's wrong, missed it. Should be about right. Maybe a couple of seconds out. Hold on. They just scored. Burnley have just scored, but I think it's offside. What a start. Dean there comes out, looks absolutely lost. Let's have a look again. Very deep ball. Chris Wood, he's onside. Luke Shaw's playing him on there. No way. Dean Henderson comes out, tries to get a hand to it. Doesn't work. I think this may be given. I think Luke Shaw plays him on here. Why won't this be interesting? Given, play on, flip. That must have been close. Whew! Early scare there for Man United. Chris Wood there. This is going to be the thing, route one. This is what we've got to watch out for. He's fuming. It wasn't given. Poor Burnley. Let's see if we can... match up the times a bit better. Yeah, that should be. That's it. That's us going. Early scare there for United. Dean Henderson very lucky that doesn't count. Again, another ball in. This is going to be the problem. High balls, long balls, direct football. Is our defence going to be able to cope with it? Is Dean Henderson going to be stronger than what he was there for that? Very, very close. Going to make some notes here on my my very professional notepad. Because I'll tell you something. Dino didn't know that was going to be offside. In my humble opinion, I think De Gea stays back. He doesn't go for that. And he probably saves it easily. United on a bit of a breakaway here. Fred plays it out to Pogba on the left. Pogba looking ahead. Who's there? Fred doesn't overlap. Nice ball to Rashford on the left hand side. Rashford slows it down a bit, plays it back to Luke Shaw. Shaw back to Rashford. Lovely turn. Takes it onto his right foot. Great ball out to Wan-Bissaka on the other side of the pitch. Wan-Bissaka cuts it back. McTominay shot and it's cleared nearly off the line. Good football there from United. Good stuff there. Probably could have been a more positive shot there from McTominay, but it was good stuff. Good play there between Rashford and Shaw. United with the ball out on the right hand side. Fred's got it. In midfield, Harry Maguire plays it out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw plays it into Rashford. Quick touch, plays it wide to Pogba. Luke Shaw on the left hand side. What's he going to do? Cuts it back. Slowing it down a wee bit here, maybe too much. Pogba was looking the big ball there from McTominay. Didn't have the guts to try it. Playing it slowly on the right hand side here, building it up. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka there has no help whatsoever. Has to play it backwards to Mason Greenwood. Scott McTominay takes it over. Back out to Greenwood on the right hand side. Crosses it in. Luke Shaw's on the other side of the pitch. Again, slow. Taking control of it. Passing backwards. Looking for a wee space. Can't say I can blame them, really. Don't think we'll win too many aerial duels in their box. So they're probably just waiting for that opportunity. Luke Shaw, good ball over the top into Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw cuts it back, cross in. Wan-Bissaka doesn't win the header, but we win a corner. So a mixed start then. Could and should have possibly been 1-0 down so far, but apart from that, we've looked quite good. Half time, I believe, in the Scottish Cup quarter final. 2-0, the Rangers. United corner in the right hand side. Luke Shaw looking to swing this in. Plays it short to Rashford. Plays it out to Greenwood. Plays it into the middle to Fred. Back to Luke Shaw in the corner. Good cross. Well, easily cleared. Fred plays it back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka spreads it out wide to Luke Shaw. And we're running back to our own net. Wan-Bissaka takes over. Good positive work there. Chipped ball to Rashford. So we're on the right hand side here. Not too much danger in the middle. Bruno then plays it across to Maguire. So very slow build up. Maguire there with a lovely searching ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Fakes the cross. Still has it. Opportunity for cross now. And he falls over. Well, that was weak. He's supposed to be a good attacking fullback, isn't he? Supposed to be better than that. Poor. I think that's possibly a quite an important position that we need to strengthen. Right back, I don't think we have any, and there's nobody there really on Aaron's coattails, keeping him honest, keeping the pressure on to keep the performances up. Does well there, just as I'm speaking, but gives the ball away. Burnley building up the play there. Again, shock horror. Long ball into the box. Victor Lindelof with the header clear. Bit of head tennis going on here. Luke Shaw could be a bit lucky to get away with that. United throw in. .500 performances for Jack Cork. Good career. Burnley play the ball out. We could really do with a goal here just to settle it up. But we don't want a goal because it'll make the game intensely boring. We get a goal, then Ollie turns into Van Hal. Victor Lindelof, the best player in the whole entire world there, with a great searching ball out to Harry Maguire, 5 metres away from him. Pogba, quite deep on the left-hand side. Can he affect the game? We'd very much like to think so. The most talented player. Scott McTominay looking for an option. Quick 1-2 with Bruno. Good ball there from Pogba. Back to Scott. Out on the right. There's Wan-Bissaka with a world class cross. Oh, good header. Oh, it's just off the post. Good effort there. Good, great cross from Wan-Bissaka. Crossed in. Pogba gets a good head to the ball, and it wasn't the post. It was a great save. Was that going in? Not sure that was going in, but he gets the hand to it anyway. Keeps it safe. Good, solid Northern Irish goalkeeping. That's what we like to see. Not in this game though. I dropped my pen. Burnley hitting us on the counter attack here. And that's when you know that things aren't going too well for you when Burnley are counter attacking you. Rashford on the right hand side. Exciting football this is. Could be worse. You could be watching a fat Northern Irish man talking about the football. The ball's with Maguire at the halfway line. Burnley with 11 men behind the ball, as we are likely to expect for the rest of the game. Fantastic ball there from Victor Lindelof. Ball's cleared. Maguire should be winning this. Gets bullied off it. Free kick given, taken quickly. There's the big man himself, Sir Alex. Heard people complaining. Well, I heard that some people were talking about other people saying that he shouldn't be there. That because of all the COVID stuff, why can't I be there if Sir Alex is there? You just think, what is wrong with you? I can't go and see West Ham versus anybody, but he can go. Yeah, well, yeah, he's an ambassador for the club. Of course, he can go. Did more for football than most people that have ever lived. So yeah, he can go and watch it. Leave him alone. United again playing in front of all the Burnley players. Rashford there tries to take it, run it into the box, gets swiftly tackled. Back out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We seem to be focusing a bit more down the right hand side, which hasn't been a feature of our play recently, but let's see if it works out. Fred there, surprised he didn't take a shot. He loves a shot nowadays after he scored his goal. Mason brings into the left, easily blocked. McTominay there, good tackle, falls back to Burnley. Burnley now on the counter attack. We're on 3-on-4. United getting plenty of players back. Chris Wood with a long range shot, trying to get Henderson off guard, but Henderson with a good save. So interesting enough start to the game. Chris Wood there with the shot. Is that their first shot? No, obviously. Well, yeah, it would be the first shot on target, wouldn't it? United breaking away here. You gotta love when they do that. They don't show you how you get to here. Well, Bruno shot just wide. You gotta love when they're showing you replays of boring stuff, like a Chris Wood shot from outside the box, and completely miss all the action. Rashford there feeds it to Bruno at the edge of the box, shoots wide. Keeper had it covered. Poor effort from Bruno there. You expect a bit more. Disappointed with himself, should be. There. I touched something and something went wrong. Leave me alone. I'm an old man, so leave me alone. It's not bad for an old man to figure out how to do all this stuff, eh? If only I could be more interesting. That's the main thing. But we'll get there. 2 viewers. It's almost as if this wasn't an interesting game to watch. Probably all the way watching Goldbridge or whatever. Useless. Absolutely useless. Whoever this second person is really frustrating me. Leave a comment there. Stop hiding and lurking in the shadows. Grow a set of plums. Come on. Let's have a chat. Not easy to talk to yourself for 51 minutes. United playing it out on the right again. Bruno with a long ball into the middle towards Fred near the halfway line. Fred the Scott, sideways pass. Back to Paul. Nearly lose it. Victor Lindelof there to be their confident, sure, assuring play. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see. This is why we're all here, to watch Victor Lindelof. Pogba deep with the ball there in the middle of the pitch. Another short pass to Scott. Good ball there from Rashford. Good run from Bruno. Just doesn't quite come off. United struggling a wee bit to break down the low block. But we'll get there. We're in the old bus seat kit. Victor getting stuck in there. That's what we like to see, lads. Give as good as you're going to get here. Things could get feisty. That's what we want to see. Make it interesting. Armand Bissaka with a safe ball back. Harry Maguire. Maguire there with an absolutely awful ball. Hits it out of play under no pressure whatsoever. That's what we like to see. That's our captain. He's my captain. Useless. Absolutely useless. Just making my notes. You're getting in the book, Harry. You're getting in the book of doom. Good play by McTominay there. Under pressure, gets the ball away, spreading out right. I wonder, is this something that Ollie has instructed us to do? As a tactical decision, stay down the right. We tend to attack more on the left usually. There's Victor Lindelof. What a handsome man. Great ball there into McTominay. Absolutely fantastic. That's what you like to see. Bruno on the right. Oh, precision pass there from Victor. Straight to Bruno. Bruno with a good ball inside the Pogba. This is all Lindelof's doing. Spread out to Luke Shaw, crosses it in, and easily cleared. Victor Lindelof tried his very best there, but it's all about the team. It's a team effort. Bruno faking a shot there, plays it into Pogba at the edge of the box, looking for some space. Knocks it out to Mason, wide right. Mason crosses it in, and Peacock Farrell gathers it in. Decent football from United here. Continues like this, we will get a chance soon. And then the trousers are coming off. Taibbi's coming on. This is hard work. Burnley. This thing's more interesting if I just keep saying Burnley. Wan-Bissaka there. Cool, calm, collected. There he is, big Orlando Bloom on the bench. Let's say 7 appearances, 3 goals. Important goals. Is he a great goal scorer or scorer of great goals? Let me know. Or neither. Have a sneeze coming. There's a sneeze coming. Oh, I'd hold that one in. Harry Maguire plays it out to Victor Lindelof. What's coming? Stay watching. There's a sneeze coming. More exciting than this game. Oh, guys. Anyway, United on the attack. Early ball from Luke Shaw. They seem to be crossing it a lot this game. It's possibly not the best option against a team such as Burnley. There's the big man, Luke Gurley's in here, says, hello all. Hello, Luke. How are you, big son? Good, solid United fan, our Luke. Never misses a game, isn't that right, Luke? Deep ball there from Shaw. Is Rashford onside? No, offside. Good idea. We seem to be going a wee bit more direct the last couple of minutes. Is that going to get us anywhere? Here's the incident at the very start of the game. Long ball. Dean in no man's land. Doesn't get it. Good header, but offside. Thought that was closer than it looks with the line. Luke Gurley with some terrible language there. Says he's got the Jers game on. Who you supporting? Let everybody know what side of the fence you're on. There's Sean Dyche. Get the bloody ball up there. Get it off the ground. Up in the air, please. Drop my fucking pen again. What's the score, look? 9-0 to the Jers now. Get that bloody ball off the ground. If I see you kicking the ball with your feet, you're sacked. Your contract in the bin. Get in there. I want to see some good volleyball out there, boys. Big long searching ball from Dino. Did a lot of players forward there. Could have been something out of that attack. Good ball from Burnley here. There's Victor Lindelof, the best player in the whole entire world, covers the ball. Great defending there. And probably a corner. Probably should have done better. Victor, smack him. What a handsome man. I mean, what great football. Let's have a look there. Possibly risking it a wee bit too much here. That's a foul. That's just a foul. It's all right, Victor. You're still handsome. You did your best. You tried your best there, big son. I'm back to the score from this now. It's an absolute certainty that they're going to score from this now. That was a foul. The referees are just so jealous of Victor being so handsome. They have to give free kicks against him. Oh, well cleared there from Paul Pogba. Burnley still with the ball, running away from the net. Played into the middle. Burnley play it back. They're still on the attack here. Long ball in. Surprise, surprise. Fizzles out into nothing, Bruno. Oh, you dirty bugger. The referee's an absolute onion. Any chance of a foul here? That was common assault. There kicks him. Could have killed him. Shocking. Referee. Tarkovsky. Bruno's fuming. Hasn't scored yet. He's fuming. Dirty boys. Dirty boys. But what do we expect? What do we expect from the Isle Burnley? If you can't kick the ball, kick them in the bad language. Kick them in the head. Oh, Bruno's looking for a fight. Bruno yellow card incoming. You heard it here first. They're being dirty now. Being dirty. Dirty Burnley and the just play football, lads. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Still 2-0, look. Imagine Bruno's the one that gets a talking to there after all that. Scott with the ball from deep. Plays Mason in the corner there. Foul here. Who's this for? Yellow card here. Absolutely atrocious refereeing. That's unbelievable. There he is. Send him off. Oh, for a yellow card for this? We bit reckless, to be fair. We bit reckless. It's a bit harsh. That's his first tackle. His first foul. Big man Luke says, is McTominay punching boys again, or what's the crack? He hasn't punched anybody yet. McTominay, the old passion merchant. Burnley down to 10 men now. Deep searching ball to the back. Back sticks. Comes to nothing, however. Still got the ball. Burnley, they eventually go direct, which is what we expect. Comes to nothing. Bruno looking to start a counter-attack here. Best player in the whole entire world. Gives it to Scott McTominay. Highly average. Fred, second best player in the whole entire world. Over to Pogba, third best player in the whole entire world. Pure there from Bruno. I'd like to see Bruno get back to some sort of form. He's a lot better than what he's been showing recently, in my humble opinion. Like, so how's your rubbish oil team? What are they up to recently? Leeds tomorrow night. Leeds fresh off a big scalp. Was that Leeds playing Man City and then Liverpool and then us next week? Tough going. Oh, what a touch from Victor Lindelof. Such a handsome man. David Moore says the whole world includes entire. Where's my moderators to ban the old grammar and word police folks in here? Whole entire is it slightly redundant? Yes, I agree, but it sort of emphasizes the point. Victor Lindelof with silky play there. Scott, wee jig, gets away. Bruno gives it away again. Poor today so far. Handball. Look, Gary says, is MD here? MD will be here very shortly. Family commitments, what can you do? This is a lot more important, obviously, but sometimes these things happen. United on the attack. Bruno gets it through, but falls to a Burnley player. Rashford does well, recovers it. Luke Shaw with the ball out wide, but little to nobody, no pressure, no presence in the box. Rashford with a good shot there from wide, forces a save. Corner to United. Again, I imagine we're going to take this short. I don't think we fancy ourselves against the big boys. Good play there from Rashford. Potentially trying to catch Peacock Farrell out of position. Matty Loughton having a laugh about something. Not sure what that's about. Come on, Luke. Swing it in. We've got big lads too. Don't play it short. Don't want to see it short. Good stuff. Swung in. See. Pogba there gets the head to it. Goes behind, but we'll have the chance. Pogba gets clear of his man. Gets a free header at the front post, but hits it over. Poor connection there. But it's a good ball and much better than the short ones that we see. Six attempts to United, one attempt for Burnley. The old Deichster's probably going to get them in at half time. Give them a good old telling off. Oh, free header there for Wood. David Moore says, I'm watching the game on Virgin, which is approximately 30 seconds behind you commentary. And I'll refer David Moore back to his comment about whole entire world and using the English language properly. But what I can say to you, David, is that you will be watching it on, I imagine, an on-demand service, which is typically slower than watching it direct on the TV, which I currently am. So there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Try not to spoil it for you. Oh, Bruno just scored a hat-trick from his own box. What a goal. Counts as 3, it was so good. Only jesting. I jest. Mark, where are you? Please come and save me. Help. Let's hope for some more interesting play here. It's died a wee bit recently. What a phenomenal ball. Phenomenal. Spectacular. All the superlatives there from Victor Lindelof. Unbelievable. The best player in the whole entire world, Victor Lindelof. If you disagree, you're an absolute pudding. Look, Gurley there messaged me directly. Doesn't know how all this sort of stuff works. He's an old man. Leave him alone. So half an hour in, we look somewhat the better team, but very little in it. And we got very lucky there in the first couple of minutes with the disallowed goal. Dean Henderson didn't cover himself in glory there. He didn't know it was going to be offside. Very easily could be 1-0 down. But we've looked a wee bit more in control since then. Luke Gurley says, she sails. Very interesting comment there, Luke. Thanks very much. You boys playing Leeds tomorrow. Very interesting bit of a run there for Leeds. Got a good scalp there against City. They play you tomorrow and then the playoffs at the weekend. 3 points already. I reckon they'll either beat us or they'll beat you. What's this here now? Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh, you big cabbage. Wood there. James Donnelly says, let me know when you want Luke kicked. No, leave our Luke alone. Hey, Donnelly, leave our Luke alone. He's harmless, the wee man, even though he supports Liverpool. Harmless. Look, I allow you to slobber at James. Just keep it PG friendly. Tell him he's got a smelly face or something. United on the breakaway here. Pogba plays it in. Oh, well cut out there at the back. Victor Lindelof there with fantastic heading prowess. Wins the ball back. Foul. Bruno's looking very frustrated. Something's going to happen. Look, Gurley says, is Duds here? I don't think Duds is here. Look. Duds doesn't know how to work YouTube. Tough game says, look, what's your predictions? Great ball there. Rashford, he's taken out. Referee. Is the game going on? And they're just chatting. Game's going on. Rashford's having a wee chat. Suspect there. Looked like he was taken out. Like to see that again. Is VAR going to check that? Because he didn't blow. Let's have a look and see. Look, what's your score prediction for your game tomorrow? Liverpool Leeds. I think it could be due another scalp, you know. You boys aren't looking too hot at the minute. Good ball there, Rashford's. Poor ball. Ball runs out. Let's have a look. Peacock foul there comes out. No, not at all. Could be a yellow card for simulation there, indeed. Very good goalkeeping there from Peacock foul, actually. Bit of world-class lip reading there. He says something about diving. He's being accused of diving. Not a foul, but perhaps not a dive either. He may have just been put off balance trying to avoid the on-rushing goalkeeper. We could really do with a wee quick goal here before half-time. Give Sean Dyche something to whinge about at half-time. Boys, I'm very unhappy. You ain't broke any legs out there yet. Get out there and get Pogba. Smack him enough. I can't do that impression for much longer. It hurt my throat. Burnley with the ball on the left. Wan-Bissaka, good tackling. Mason Greenwood with a pathetic clearance. Leads to Burnley having the ball in the box, but Fred with a good tackle there mid-air. High foot perhaps, but does well. You know, the game with the ball, good interplay there, quick 1-2s, getting herself up the pitch. Great ball there from Pogba. Releases Rashford on the right-hand side. Two men in the middle. Where's he going to play it? Oh, crosses it. Intercepted. Good idea. Yes, look, come back on second half. Let's have a chat. Mark should be here by that point. Have a bit of banter. Rashford at the back post. Mason misses it. Oh. Certain goal there. Should have been a goal. Bruno with a fantastic ball. Hits Rashford at the back post. Could have been offside. Rashford the first time cross. Mason doesn't quite get the foot to it with an open net. Unlucky guys. Let's have a look again. Mason there. Oh, great ball, Mason. Missed opportunity there. Should have done better. Mason, you're getting in the book. Sorry, Mucker. You're getting the important book of doom. Mason is a smelly poo-poo head. Mason, you're in the book of doom. Sorry, Mucker. Folks, if you're here, let me know in the chat. Give you a shout out on the world famous UTD Fan TV. If you're in here and you're watching, subscribe. Like and subscribe. For the unbelievable world class banter you get in here. Even as one lone fat man from Northern Ireland talking about football. But we'll have another one. Another man from Northern Ireland, not quite as fat, but it'll be a bit more interesting when he comes, even though he's a bit boring. Actually, no, he's very exciting. We to see he does magic tricks and all. So stay live. Stay tuned in. Turn up the dial. Stay logged in. Update your passwords, or just keep watching. I don't know why you're watching, to be fair. Just a big fat man here with a ginger beard, really trying his best not to be quiet for too long. Great header there from Victor Lindelof. The best player in the whole entire world, David. The whole entire world, yep. Referee. This is shocking stuff here. Shouldn't be handing out yellow cards. It should be bail applications for all these assaults on our good, decent Man United players. There he is, Sean Datch. You didn't kick him hard enough, son. What you do is you just get the ball and you look up and look for Woody and hit it as hard as you can at him. And then we'll score. That really hurts my throat doing that. It's definitely not funny enough just to do that for, but sure. Burnley with a long ball deep, gets the shot off, but just wide. The long ball merchants. Who do you think is more of a long ball team? Let me know in the comments. Who do you think does it more effectively? Stoke of circa 5 years ago, maybe even still to this day, probably. Don't watch much of them, surprisingly. Or this Burnley team. Nothing wrong with it, just another different way to play. Could be more interesting than Man City's play. What a ridiculous statement I just made there. I take that back immediately. Paul Pogba with the ball. Lays it off to Scott. Scott with a good ball there to Rashford, back to goal. Ball gets played out wide to Mason. Back to Scott. Back to Rashford. Slow build up play here, looking for an opening. Probably is the way to go against this tall and strong team. Crossing may not be too effective. Wan-Bissaka with the ball out wide. Bruno with the ball from deep, looking for a cross, doesn't take the option. McTominay does, crosses it in. Decent ball, but possibly too quick for Mason to get anything on. Mason not looking terribly effective in this game. Possibly should have done better there. Ball comes very quick at him, but a bit of solid contact there, and we'll get something out of it. There he is. Orlando Bloom. Who knew he'd be such a good footballer? All he had to do was change his name. Lots of rumours around the club at the minute, with Edison being a very big influence on Mason's development. I'd love to see Mason up the middle more. I think he's our future. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. 4 people watching. Nobody commenting. Come on, folks. I'll ask the question that we always ask on this channel for some strange reason. What's your favourite flavour of crisps? I'll go first. Prawn cocktail. Just to be a wee bit more obscure. I think it's prawn cocktail. They are nice. Long searching ball again from Burnley. They nearly get through. That McTominay down on the floor injured. Yep. I'll walk that off. You're a big lad. Oh, Bit of handbags there. Fred looking to play quickly. Isn't allowed. Chris Wood there, nothing really wrong with that. There, Victor Lindelof with a world class interception. World class interception there from Lindelof. Look at that. That's game saving stuff there. Man of the match by a large distance, I would say. James Donnelly says, no crisps here today. Enjoying a wisp of gold and a cup of tea. Sounds delightful, James. Sounds delightful. Let us know again what your favourite crisps was, because that's the more interesting in this game currently. David Moore says, can you just call him Greenwood, please? No, I'll call him Mason, because it's quicker than Greenwood. All right? And if you want to call him Murder Mace, as per his online nickname, or Gunwood for some reason. James, keep an eye on that David Moore fella. And if you need to time him out or something, just go for it. He's a bit of a rapscallion in here, trying to tell the host, the main man, the man with the most nonsense talk, trying to tell me what to do. James, sort it out there. Tell him to just wind his neck in there a wee bit. Flip's sake. Oh, Burnley there with a great opportunity. Henderson comes off quite well. Quite poorly after that. Burnley here. Right. A very rough and tumble team. We did expect that. Not too much in there. Ball comes to the back post. Dean looks to shield it out. And Wood with a bit of a sliding tackle shot. Bumps into you, but nothing too bad about that. Not a fantastic first half from United. We're expecting a lot more in the second half. Very easily could have been 1-0 down going into half time here. Chris Wood with a good header in the first couple of minutes. Dean Henderson looked all at sea, didn't get anywhere near it. Ball ends up in the net, but fortunately for United, was just offside. David Moore, let us know what your favourite flavour of crisps are. And James, let us know. Is Wispa your go-to? The Wispa Gold, is that your go-to chocolate bar? Let us know. Mine would be the Kinder Bueno. It is absolutely unbeatable. In the history of mankind, there is not a better chocolate bar or wafer or whatever you want to call it than the Kinder Bueno. And if you disagree with me, just give me a location and we'll meet up and I'll fight you. Only joking. Won't fight you. It's all peace and love in this channel. Folks, if you're keeping an eye on the Rangers Celtic Cup quarter-final, let me know. Any developments? As far as I know, it's still 2-0 at the minute. Let's check out the live score. Still 2-0, it seems. Very interesting what's going on in that league now. It's Rangers comebacks made it worth watching. The worst thing that could have ever happened to the Scottish League was what happened with Rangers. Whoever was at fault, it just wasn't a good thing for it to be a one-team nation, really. David Moore says sneeze and onion. I would have expected sneeze and bunion from him, but okay. Cheese and onion, classic, mainstream. He must be an older gentleman. James Donnelly says, nah, Bueno good shout, but dairy milk caramel out of the fridge. I must say I love a bit of cool, with a bit of a solid texture to it. Some cool, really fridge cool chocolate. Oh, hard to beat. Although you can't do that with a Bueno. Bueno's nicer, actually a bit warmer, actually. Yeah. Bueno's nicer, a bit warmer. Possibly, is that the only? Let us know in the comments. Is that the only chocolate bar that's nicer, warmer? Let us know. It's hard to beat a bit of real cold big bar of Galaxy straight out of the fridge. Things. Let's say some things. What about that weather, eh? It's interesting, isn't it? It's a nice bush out there. What do you think? Guys, let me know in the comments. Is that a nice bush? Oh. Anyway, guys, get your score predictions in. I think I'll go with probably a wee. I think it'll be 1-0 to United, or potentially a 2-1. I do envision a win here, even though it hasn't been scintillating. But I think the second half will probably open up a wee bit more as we chase the goal. But it hasn't been very interesting. A couple of poor performances there, I think. I think Mason's had a couple of opportunities that he should have done a lot better with. Let me stop the timer. James, you're failing here a wee bit here. You need to be reminding me to stop the timer and all this. Stop. Ah, what's that? Anyway. Folks, let me know if you're in the chat. What's your favourite chocolate bar? 2-1 says David Moore. Copying me. Pick a different score. Say something interesting like 9-0. I do think 2-1. Depends how the second half starts. Easy to say that, but I do think it'll be. I think we'll get the win 1-0, 2-1. I don't think. I'm not sure I can see 3 goals in the game, but I think if we do score early enough in the second half, it may come to it that Burnley have to push out a bit more and makes it a bit more open. 1-0 says Aaron. I think it's a good shout. That was my first call. 1-0. Who do you think's going to score? I think Mason. Mason will get the goal. 1-0 Mason. Aaron says Legolas in the 84th minute. Will it be another diving header or will it just be a tap in? I think we're due a headed goal here, probably. Has anybody ever seen Orlando Bloom and Edison Cavani in the same room at the same time? I don't think so. What does that tell you? Same person. Still 2-0 in the Rangers Celtic game. Things getting interesting over in Scotland. David says Cavani to score first, followed by Bruno. So you would imagine 2 late goals there then. Premier League making a statement. Making a statement about the European Super League that we're hearing about at the minute. The Premier League condemns any proposal that attacks the principles of open competition and sporting merit, which are at the heart of the domestic and European football pyramid. And then it's just disappeared. So it doesn't look like the Premier League's very interested in that. Although apparently a lot of the top teams in the Premier League have agreed to go along with it, Man United included. The so-called Big Six have all apparently been included in agreeing to it and wanting to go ahead with it. And by Big Six, they are including Arsenal for some reason. Although if you're a Leicester fan and you're saying that and you're saying they're being referred to as the Big Six, you're probably going, we are a much more exciting, interesting, recently successful team than Arsenal. What do we think about this European Super League? What's their opinions? I've got to say 100% hand on heart. Don't want it. No, thank you. Let me know in the comments, folks. Mir says fanciful, never going to happen. I do think there is a big element of that, but the fact that it's being talked about so much, there must be something in it. But I can't imagine it happening. It would just completely tear apart the fabric of top flight football all around Europe. I think it probably caused too much of a financial disparity between the teams. I also hate the no matter what sport it is, the whole Super League, Super Team, all this. I don't believe in it really. And I'm glad I'm not an American football fan because that would do my nut in all the draft and stuff. Like your players aren't really your players. Don't like that. You got to have a real connection with the player, don't you? Do they really have like like a Ryan Giggs of the sport where they stay at the same team the whole time and they build a world class career? The folks, so I'm not just chatting up myself. What's your opinions? Aaron says it's fanciful, never going to happen, but would you like to see it? Or do you think it would ruin the very fabric of football as we know it? That's my opinion. Although it'll be interesting to see it. What they could potentially do is sort of do it as a like a in the European World Cup years. Possibly do it as a pre-season sort of tournament. Get rid of all these wee dopey ones that they have. Maybe do something that actually means something. Maybe maybe there's a cash prize or something for it if you win it, like sort of pre-season. But then the clubs aren't really going to want to do it, are they? Because they're big money spinners, aren't they? And Mir doesn't want it to happen. I agree, but it would be interesting to see. David Mir says, "When are you next on with Ali G?" Not sure who Ali G is. Well, I know who he is, but never. It's KG. KG, the main man, KG. It'll be on about an hour and a half after the end of the game. I shall be on, giving my world class opinions. Aaron says just a longer variant of the Champions League. Yeah, so they would have to get rid of the Champions League, and the Europa League would have to format all that. There must be a financial incentive for whoever's organising it or trying to organise it. It just seems silly to me. I don't really see what's wrong with the current system. There's got to be more money in it for the big fish, but how many of the little fish slip through the cracks and get forgotten about? And that is what football's about, isn't it? Even as a United fan, you need to see the smaller teams. You need to see players coming from the lower leagues, the likes of Jamie Vardy coming from nothing, turning into a big superstar. That's what you like to see. Unless he scores against us, and then we don't want to see that. Folks, let me know in the comments what you think about this European Super League that they're talking about. I think it's absolute utter nonsense, and it would ruin football. David Moore agrees with Aaron. No to the Euro Super League. There may be a form that they could maybe introduce it that doesn't have such a drastic effect to football as we know it, but as it is at the minute, as they're suggesting, no. Nobody really wants that, do they? No use. Leave it as it is. What's wrong? What's wrong with how it is at the minute? Chaps, let me know, is everything sounding good? Everything Everything looking good. Noel Regan, it would only be Chelsea in the Super League. Nobody cares about Chelsea. Although I was a Chelsea fan last night, so well done. Thank you very much. I hope you get hammered in the final. But thank you very much, Chelsea. Did us a big favour. James says the sound is good, looking good is debatable. Well, I would debate that I don't. So there's a wee depressing thought for you. Fat man looking at himself live. But as long as it sounds good, that's all that really matters. James, what do you think about the Euro Super League? You for it? You're not for it, but you think it'd be interesting to see? There he is. Looking like a scene out of Pirates of the Caribbean there with the water splashing. Surely we don't need to employ a coach just to stand there and just be a post. That was a bit silly. David Moore says if they want to improve British teams' chances in Europe, they need to reduce the Premier League teams to possibly 16. Interesting there. Noel Regan says, is there no wings for half time? There's wings in the fridge. But if I had a co-host here, which I should have had, Mark, who should hopefully be here very shortly, I could have had them. And I could have just showed you the glory of Bradley's world famous chicken wings. James doesn't want it. Is he talking about chicken wings or is he talking about the European Super League? Let us know in the comments, folks. Back to David Moore's comment there, very interesting. If they want to improve British teams' chances in Europe, they need to reduce the Premier League teams to possibly 16. Intriguing. Thought-provoking. What do you think, guys? Leave comments in the chat. Would a reduced roster of teams in the Premier League, would that result into better performances in Europe? Looking like a substitution here. Cavani coming on at halftime for Fredge. Is that a forced substitution or is that a tactical one? What do you think? Very interesting. Probably drop Pogba deeper. Push Mason out to the wing. Interesting. I like to see it from Ollie. Making nice, good early changes. I hope it is a tactical one because I'd like to give him some credit for that. Go a bit more attacking. They don't look too much of a threat in terms of building the play up. I don't think we really need numbers to defend against them because they're just going to go route one anyway. We need to score. So I like that change. Very good. I hope it's not forced. I hope Fred's not injured. Noel says, David, do you mean getting rid of United, Liverpool, Spurs and Arsenal? I can imagine David does not mean that, Noel. I think the first team you get rid of would in fact be Chelsea. With the handball. Good shout from the referee there. Oh, he's got the cap on. Well, that somebody clip that up. Somebody that doesn't look right. You need to put the cap on properly. Jeepers me. I don't have a cap to fit him properly. Oh, that's the most interesting thing that's happened in this whole game. So, fair play. I did notice that in the first time the sun was in the Burnley defender's eyes, so perhaps we had a better chance of scoring in the first half, but let's just hope we can probe and find a way through. David is very amused at that comment, Noel. He also asked, how do you feel about 5 subs in the Premier League? I think that should have been done a long time ago. I think more subs make things more interesting, more dynamic. You can each team can react a couple more times to as things go. Could lead to more interesting finales. You've 2 subs left, a couple minutes left to play. Throw on the big boys and get it up. James Stanley with the timer on. That's why you're the moderator, big son. That's why you're the moderator. You stay you. You be you, big son. You're what makes this world go round. Don't let anybody tell you you're a smelly paper head. James, definitely, I need to get you a raise. How much am I paying you at the minute? I need to up that at least 3% just for that comment. Good man. So Cavani on. Let's get this more attacking, more interesting. Rashford plays it in, left to Mason. Mason with the left foot, and it's a goal! Fantastic. Mason Greenwood scores. And I called it at half time. Mason Greenwood with the goal. Unbelievable. Fantastic play. Rashford. Yeah. Rashford very quick down the left-hand side. Great cross in. Mason left unmarked at the back post, sticks him with the left foot. Fantastic. Great start to the game. Hopefully that'll, the second half, I mean, hopefully that'll make things more interesting going forward. Bruno here steps over it, lets the ball go. Fantastic. Mason, the left foot. Never going to miss from there. Fantastic. And I do promise I'm going to stop speaking any second now. 1-0 United. Need to change that. Beat you to it, James. Beat you to it. 1-0 United. No VAR on this one. That should be see, these are the things. That should be an assist. That should be, and there should be, we should get 2 assists for that goal. Rashford should get an assist, and Bruno should get an assist. David Moore says Dean Henderson looks like Nicky Lauder. Lol. With his red hat on. I'm not sure. Is that Nicky Lauder? Is that a Formula One? I could be absolutely completely wrong with this, but Lauda, Formula One. Yeah. I have no idea how I know that name. Because I'm looking at his bake now, and I'm seeing the picture of the red hat. I have no idea who that is, but for some reason I knew he was something to do with Formula One. Guys, that's definitely worth a like. Definitely like and subscribe just for that. Good comment, David. Good shout. Burnley there with a goal, and it's 1 each. Oh, jeepers me. Arlene Foster there. I mean, Harry Maguire there looking forlorn, disheartened. What happened there? Corner taken. Harry Maguire bullied off the ball. Very simple, very straightforward. Poor defending. Tarkovsky with short range header. Harry Maguire very weak there. Very, very poor. Maguire, you're already. Harry, you're in the book. You're already in the book of doom. You're going back in it again. You're in the book of doom. Well, at the very least, we've got a much more exciting game to watch in the second half. Two quick goals. United with a very good goal. Burnley with a very Burnley-esque goal. But Maguire should have done a lot better. But at least we got a bit more interesting to change the score there. Just hoping I wouldn't have to do that. Noel Regan there with terrible language in the chat. James, sort him out there. David Moore agreeing with the terrible language. I wouldn't expect that from David. It was looking good there for a second. Solid developments. James Donnelly says they only go by your scoreline, so still winning among the boys. James, I think you need to check your eyesight there because I've changed the score. All right. And I said live as I was doing it, changing the score, and that I didn't want to. Mason there with the ball in. Cavani there nearly gets to the end of it. development about to come here. The main man, the co-host, the chap with the most, the one that drinks tonic water just direct by itself, has arrived in the building. He's away to relieve his bladder. So what we're going to have to do, because wasn't actually expecting him to come, is I'm going to have to get him in the hot seat and then go and get another wee set up. So you're going to have to deal with his unbelievable world-class banter. And James, you need to get on the ball here, son. You'll lose that moderator status, and I know that means a whole lot to you. You failed to remind me to even change the scores, and then you're slobbering about it. So United with the ball on the right-hand side. Bit of head tennis going on here, as you would expect. In comments here, folks, the score hasn't changed, but it has. It has. Yep. It's 1 each. Look at the bottom. 1 each. Comments coming through to you are delayed, so it said 1-0. Well, I can't change the score before there's a goal, all right? Bloody whingers. Huh? Well, the main man himself's about to take the hot seat while the old Bridgester gets the old setup. What are you sitting down for?
Just chilling, relaxing.
You need to come up and sit here and talk to the lads.
Who's on? All our fans?
All our fans, all strangers that we don't know and we didn't tell directly to come and see and watch the watch along with us.
Right, hurry your bollocks up. Well.
Right, well you have to take the hot seat and keep the. Oh, Dean again comes out, absolutely clatters the main man, Victor Lindelof. Dean, you're going back in the book again, the book of doom. That's terrible. I'll be starting a petition to get his contract immediately dissolved at this club. Doing that to poor Victor. Telling you what, Dean does not look solid. The hair being treated poorly recently. Dean does not deserve to be the number one at the minute, in my humble opinion. Dean comes out here, makes an absolute Horlicks of this. Lindelof clears it as he should. Dean comes out, clatters him under no pressure whatsoever. Poor. Dean's having a mirror, says Aaron. Agree 100%. Dave will be sitting on the bench there, just going, "Oh, should have stuck with me." Dean could very easily be single-handedly the reason we're behind in this game. I'm not seeing the benefits we get for having him on. Andrew Fryer says Dean ... 3 deed in this vehicle. Not 100% what that means, but I'll pass you over to the main man, Marcus Downius. You ready?
Born.
He was born, so he is ready. Didn't even look like he was giving Lindelof a shout there. Yes, James. He just comes out of nowhere, just clatters him for no real reason. What do you think, folks in the chat? And Mark just randomly standing in a weird place. The lineups that we still got on the screen. We want that taken off so we can see more of the bakes. I think we'll have to do that, yeah. Andrew Fryer says, "I'm just in and you're logging off." Yeah, that's why I'm going, because I don't want you watching me. You're a bit of a weirdo. No, I've got a Mark has just arrived, so I've got to set things up, you know. There. So take that out, and then me and the Marks will be sitting beside each other here very, 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 very shortly. So over to Mark. Hope you've got interesting stuff to say, boy.
making notes, Brood? Well, folks, how are we? Only got to see the first half or hear the first half on the radio. Heard there was a goal of the season shout and then a nightmare. How long was the lead? A minute? Class. Oh, Edison's on as well. I must have missed that. Who did he come on for? Who we chatting to today? David Moore says Man United have not done a double over Burnley since Tommy Docherty in the mid-70s. Jeez, that's hard to believe. How many seasons has it been in the Premier League though with us since the 70s? About 7, 8. What was the score in the first game as well?
The very first game.
Not the first game this season.
Versus Burnley.
Where are you making notes on this game?
Am I?
Who's your Clive Tilsley? Martin Tyler?
Well, I've got a big show after the game, you know. I'll have something interesting.
Go on, Marcus. Sounds like we were.
Somebody was commenting on the movements of the game. Mark,
What?
talk about what's happening on the screen.
Do you know what the beauty of a watch along is? Everybody else is watching it.
Yeah, but
So they don't need to tell me what they're seeing. They've got commentary and they've got me too. We're here to talk about stuff outside the game as well, such as Tommy Docherty's team in the 70s. I'll be far before my time. Before my time too, kid. Who's Adam M? Henderson looking very dodgy today. Sitting on, do we hit the 9 viewers today?
No.
Dear, oh dear.
Tell Adam, welcome to the channel. Ask him to subscribe.
Yes, Adam, welcome to the channel and subscribe. I know a couple of Adam M's. I don't know which one it would be though, because can you see? You can't see that bigger, can you?
No. Ask him to leave a wee comment.
Adam, identify yourself. What? Brood's birds here, chatting nonsense.
Bird. Got a slight issue here, Mark.
Big Luke Shaw.
How could I have told you before you came down?
Go on. Jesus, Bruno sounded to be sharp on the radio, but I heard the non-assist was brilliant.
He's actually been quite poor.
He's been poor?
Aside from that, yeah, it's been quite wasteful.
We
have an issue.
What's the issue?
We don't.
Another 3 or 4 hours before Brie gets it sorted out here, so get your seatbelts on. Adam McFarland. Know Adam McFarland very well.
I think he's smelly and he's got a silly face. That's what I heard.
Right.
So what we're going to have to do is go off one microphone.
Why? Just?
Yeah, because I can't really do it midstream because I have to basically turn everything off.
Right, we'll get a seat and a headset.
You are a big bit of a boob, aren't you? Look at the screen.
Do I need to see our faces? Hurry up, get a seat and get a fucking headset, will you?
Language.
Jesus Christ.
Language. Family friendly stream.
Why did Burnley look composed? Burnley shouldn't be composed. Big effect there. Another change of plan here from Brood.
Hotsy123 says Mark is definitely a complete boob. I would agree because he's not reading the comments or he's not commenting on the football.
Potsy. 1, 2, 3. It's your mate.
Your mom can't point the camera.
Yeah, it's your mum, Matthew Potts, your mate.
Right, folks. So, because we're on 10 viewers.
Hey!
Way!
Holy shit, we'll do something to celebrate that. When fucking put the kettle on or something.
Stop swearing.
I'm gonna swear, so don't like swearing, leave the channel.
It's our record current viewers. So well done, everybody. 10 people in here. You better be subscribed. Now that we've got 10 viewers, our most ever, I'm going to have to turn off the camera for a second
Careful.
because this...
Careful.
Somebody shot him there. Because this chap here was 60 minutes late to this. Oh, 11! Way! 11 viewers.
Creepers.
Oh, 10. Oh, probably the loudness. So I have to turn the cameras off for a second or two here, but you'll still hear the voice. So Mark is going to keep you all entertained. 11. Yay! Back to 11. 10 viewers. Is that the 50k giveaway moment, says Potsy? Shut the ball. Right, how long?
Get that clipped up. This mic's off, isn't it?
No, Mike.
It doesn't sound the same. We see Marcus. Oh, it was absolutely delicious. See that? Oh, mate. Right. Tarkowski scored, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, James. Brood's gonna fan about with the sound, the visuals for until the end of the game, basically, and then we'll start the stream.
There, you're on.
10 viewers. That's a 50k giveaway. Or you've covered that, Brood. Big Harold Maguire. Apparently, he was thrown off the ball like a rag doll earlier.
He was, yes. He was bullied somewhat when he should be the bully himself. Maguire's been very poor this game.
How many headers, aerial duels does Maguire win without getting the shot on target a season? It was ballsy from Ollie to bring Cavani on at half time as well. For Fred, there was no injury, was there? It wasn't a forced substitution.
No, without hearing what the commentators had to say, I have no indication. But I would imagine it's a tactical decision, which I give Ollie a lot of props for during halftime.
It's only the second time he's done that in a proper game as well. He took people off at halftime in Europa League, didn't he? When it didn't matter too much. You'd have thought Bruda had this set up and all, wouldn't you?
If only I was told that you were actually coming.
Score predictions, folks, from here. I do think it'll be tight for another 10-15. Last 10 minutes we'll get 2 goals. Write that down.
I called
Come on.
Big Mason's goal as well.
Yes. The Spider. Well done.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that you were listening to the game on the radio and you weren't listening to this stream?
No, I want to listen to some quality.
Shocking.
You'd have been talking about bloody people's favourite crisp flavour.
And I spent a lot of time talking about Victor Lindelof, actually. I'll have you know.
It's hard to believe you managed to hold 5 people. We're talking about Vic. What do you think of the shirt colour of the day, Aaron? It is quite clearly pink.
Testing. 1, 2. Wee wees. Should be able to hear me. Let me know, folks. Can you hear me here? This is a completely professional Hello? Professional outfit here. Can you hear me here on this one? 1, 2, 3, testing. Michael Potts is a silly sausage.
Matthew Potts.
Matthew Potts.
you like to think we get a lot more shots on target today, obviously with the keeper not being there. You're right. To be honest, Arna, yes, I like the kit. I like this. I like the away kit this year. I hate the third kit. First kit's just dead on. Yeah, Diet Coke, please. Go on, Bruno. Mason. Oh, right, Scott, take a shot, son. Edison. Oh. Pressure's on now, folks. Go on, Marcus. Oh, Christ. Well, good ball from Harry Maguire there as well. Mute Mark's mic and try again. Not sure if I'm hearing from the second one or not. Pots don't start right. Just tell them it's good because we'll be here for 3 hours trying to fix it. Christ, I'm for a goal kick as well. Marcus is injured again. He's playing with injury again, isn't he?
What did Pat say?
He's chatting about mics. Forget about it.
I know how to figure it out.
Mason looks so sharp today as well. What's he been like visually? Only been hearing about him.
He had a couple of good opportunities in the first half, which he should have done better with.
Go on, Luke. Oh. Brilliant ball by Luke Shaw and Edison Cavani. Just no, not enough power.
Screechy. No, keep them on. Speak into that and ask it. That's the good folks can hear you.
Pods, what's that sound like? What does this sound like? That was Bruno header, actually. Sorry, I got that wrong. Anybody who's relying on my commentary, it was Bruno's header that was a bit weak. Mason again. Mm-hmm. What's different than last time? Well, you need to tell me later. Harry Maguire. Come on.
Testing.
Yeah, it's grand. What did he give that for? And didn't even play out. What's happening? Oh, shit, Paul. That was a wee bit high and a wee bit reckless. What's going to happen here? Where's my headset? Cheers, lad. Sounds fine. Okay. Perfect. Well left by the spider. Go on. Oh, Cavani. There was nothing wrong with that. He actually slipped as well. And then he gave the assistant referee the fingers twice. Perfect. Nothing. Burnley free kick. That was very similar to the one we conceded against Everton, the 3 each. Oh, yes, thank you, man. Right. Now, get a wee goal, folks. You start thinking about taking Marcus off. Harry Maguire means business. What? Head injury. Not mine and yours, I hear that. I missed this collision as well. Noel Reagan's on the Bears. He's were lucky yesterday, Noel, against City. Didn't deserve that victory at all. Jesus Christ, there's Luke Gurley. How you doing, son? What are you doing on a Sunday? Watching football and communicating with people and all. Gurley's on.
I know he was on earlier.
Really? Noel's been slabbering there about United's performance. I don't think it's been too bad. According from what I heard in the car and what I've seen so far, it's been dead on. Well, that was terrible, obviously. It's just a classic case, but if Tarkowski's just got the run on him, there's not much you can do about that, you know. Well, I don't think Wan-Bissaka's helping there either. Come on, they need to make this right. They don't even need this result anymore after the Fulham result.
Folks, never fear.
What are you on?
That better?
When this start happening? This is our second stream, look.
It's not actually our second stream.
Well, it's actually our third stream. But it's our second stream that exists.
It's my
first one was a wee test.
My fourth or fifth.
Brood's a professional. Watchalonger, fan channel and Watchalonger.
I wouldn't say professional, but
been doing it for like 2 months. About that?
yeah, but not watch-alongs.
You produce a show.
Yep, producer of a very well, no, I wouldn't say very.
That's big enough, like. It's a lot bigger than ours. Go on ahead, Luke. You should have went down, son. Oh, Luke Shaw, brilliant.
In the box for him.
Brilliant opportunity for a penalty there, and Penandes would have came in absolutely rifle at home. Yeah, look, we're going to start thinking about doing a phone-in soon as well.
I've got some comments on that.
Have you?
Oh, here, I've done something.
So if you want to get involved,
There.
look, you can.
I've some thoughts on that. Oh, Bruno, edge of the box. Shot. Too many bodies to get through.
No.
I have some thoughts on that.
Strange decision.
The issue with the call-in that we have is if we do the call-in, there introduces a 10-second delay, which obviously is going to put us off. But what we can do is I can work it out that we can do like a Skype call-in.
Yeah.
So that we can get Skype callers in, possibly do it throughout the game. But I need to be get a bit better at this sort of stuff. But we'll get there.
What software do you use with the other thing? Is it that other?
StreamYard. But what we can do is we could do a bit of a call in after the game.
That's kind of what I meant, actually.
Yeah, we do that. Yep. We could literally do that today, but perhaps we should just get the basics right first.
Encouraging Noel Reagan, encouraging diving, typical Mike.
Is that you? Encouraging diving? Terrible. Shocking.
Anything for the victory, as you would know, Noel.
So are we all sounding okay?
Sounds great. I just know in my bones.
I just mean, like,
the sound is great.
that they're actually working.
Potts texted me there saying it's the best audio he's ever heard.
Who said that?
Potts.
Did he really?
So we didn't do any more checks or any more.
Did he actually say
He
that?
did that. He
I
said
think you're
brilliant, amazing audio, no issues, no nothing.
I think you're just trying to stop me.
So we can just focus now on the match.
Would you know what would have been class if you were here for the first half?
Commitments. I'm not just,
See, Patsy there says, Big Michael Pat says,
you
best
go.
audio I've ever heard.
Yeah, he's nervous thinking you're going to go off for half an hour and make a clatter in a place and all. Look, good question. Have you discussed Pogba today?
No.
There's something in my mind that says that he's not going to go. I think, Jesus, Lord in heaven, did that just happen?
It's not a goal.
What happened there? I missed it.
It was a foul, and they did score, but it was a foul.
Right. That's the beauty of having a bit of commentary, Yeah. Sorry. I think Paul's options are going to be limited this summer. I'd say because of the price tag, and he seems to be happy, doesn't he? Like he comes across like you think he's happy at the moment, happier anyway. I think
Looks there with an interesting comment says, I think he stays, but it could be an Ozil situation. I'm not sure it would come to that really.
No.
I think it comes. I don't think he'll ever sort of be backbenched and never played.
no.
I don't think we're able to do that. I think there is a small possibility, and I do think it's small, that he ends up going for free. I think maybe the relationship with Raiola is that bad and that toxic that United will just play him until he just goes.
What, run his contract out, you mean?
Yeah.
So just next season?
Yeah. That's obviously not an ideal scenario, but I think it's a possibility.
If we can get away with not paying Raiola anything, I'd be happy enough because he's a scumbag.
If we sell him this summer, how much do you think he goes for?
Oh, it's so difficult. 1 year in the contract. He's what, 27 now? 27?
Mm-hmm.
The way he's been playing the second half of this season, and there's loads of this. The questions got so many different facets to it. So you're talking about the squad depth. You're talking about the first team. You're talking about attracting players. You're talking about, his commercial assets and all that sort of stuff. I think he's still up there in the not too much change from 100 million. But the contract's the issue. If he signs a contract, then it's 100 million plus. If he doesn't, probably 70. I think we'll try and hold out for it. But however, it's Woodward and it's Matt Judge, isn't it?
Yeah.
So probably 30 quid.
30 quid and a new cap.
And we'll pay his wages.
Have you seen Henderson's ridiculous cap?
Yeah, I've seen that. That looks like one of the ones you have. Looks like the one you bought in Rome or bought for Rome.
It does look a bit like it, but the start of the half, you missed. I had a good chuckle at it. He came out at half time with it on, obviously, because we were on at the other end where the sun wasn't a factor for him. And he came out and he had it like sitting like weird on his head, and it looked awful silly. It was
Pretty
very
weird and
humorous.
silly, like trying to be all cool now, having it sort of
No,
half on, half off.
It did not look cool whatsoever.
Mm.
It looked like an old, like if you had a son and you bought a cap for him and your only option was to use your son's cap.
Aye.
Yeah, it was like a wee tiny thing. It was like no, I'm not going to say that actually.
Aye.
No, the Pogba thing. There are rumours around the club at the minute that he's actually quite happy and
I've heard
considering signing. But is that just sort of a power play? I think potentially what Raiola might do is try and run it out, because if he goes on a free, Raiola is likely to get more money out of it and be able to get a barter a better deal for Paul in terms of wages per week and get a cut of that if he goes for free rather than the club getting the big transfer fee. So I reckon if he may not sign the contract simply because he's got Raiola.
Yeah, well, true, but it's going to depend on if he wants to stay or not. Nobody will ever know the answer to that until after the fact. Because
United are kind of in a perilous position whatever happens, really.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it really does. It's detrimental to our squad and our ability to buy players and attract players if he's not there. Because quite clearly he's shown once again that he's a better footballer than even Bruno, probably just talent-wise. Bruno's more consistent, obviously.
There's
right?
no debate.
So it's one of those ones where I'd love him to stay, but I would like him to stay, get it over and done with quickly, so the Glazers or the leadership team doesn't, the good result this summer isn't Paul Pogba staying. I want it to be signings.
What there is a lot of talk about. I think Fabrizio Romano was talking about it, that a lot of the bigger clubs at the minute are talking about doing swap deals rather than financial deals.
Yeah.
With the current state of the world and the that thing that shan't be named on YouTube apparently. Apparently, that's what they're more looking at. So if you're talking about Pogba's definitely leaving or he goes for nothing the next season, who do you swap him for out of the big teams? So it would have to be sort of a big team unless you're talking about the likes of maybe West Ham for Rice and something.
For Pogba?
Yeah.
Are you mental?
No, I'm talking about what...
There's Donny van de Beek.
Pick a player out there that you'd be happy to swap for him. If he wants to leave, and if he doesn't run out his contract, he's got to go in the summer. Who do you swap him for? There's Rashford coming off for Van de Beek.
That's good. Not good for this game, but good for the next game.
Rashford looks a wee bit busted.
He does. He's definitely playing with injury.
Who do you swap him for?
Yeah, people. There's a question for you. That's so difficult. That the obvious one that comes to mind is going to be Ronaldo, right? Obviously, right. But Ronaldo's an old boy now. He'll go to age 45. I know, but he's still...
Oh, it's a goal! Mason Greenwood deflected in. Fantastic. Yes!
As the man says, get directly.
Don't
up
say
line.
it. Don't say it.
Yous know.
And we're getting pizza. Yo!
Are yous?
You want some pizza?
When?
Soon.
Wouldn't say aye.
That means no.
No, I wouldn't say aye. No, well, aye. Is that a wee
Pogba there crosses it out to the Mason. Mason there cuts in on his left as he tends
Excuse you, Mason.
Deflection.
That is a finish of the season. Deflection, like we say, fuck all about it.
A wee bit, like, to be fair. Fantastic.
Good man,
the
yourself.
Bridgester called it at halftime.
Mason
with the goal, and he scored 2.
And if they score again, I've got it exactly right as well.
I also called 2-1.
It won't be 2-1, it'll be 3-1.
Yes!
Come on, now, lads.
And we scored.
It better be coming before 7, Brid.
Why would it have to come for 7? The show? Let's change the scoreline. Good shout, Aaron. And we also need to address the comments.
Yes, get the comments read.
So where were we last? We'll say the Potsy one again. Best audio I've ever heard. Thanks very much, Potsy. That's all me. Done it again. Every time I move that, I hit the mute button.
Just to interject on that, the title race is back on. 21's coming.
The girl says he'd be better with pink sunglasses from Burger King toilets.
Private jokes. From 2013. Michael Luke, say nothing.
Nothing more you can expect from an I look girly comment.
Just whips out.
Always got to be something that's happened in history.
That's it.
Should be a history teacher.
And distant history as well.
Aaron Muir says that's the same hat Brad bought outside Old Trafford at the Palace game. Is that not the game you were at when you seen?
I was directly in the
right in line with
of Daniel James' shot. It was like an arrow.
Yep. Still got that.
Still haven't even seen Van
Still got
School.
that hat, don't you?
It is. You're right, Aaron. That he does own that hat. The exact hat, I think.
Noel says, "Hope he kept receipt for the haircut. Who done it? Ray Charles. He looks like a pint of Guinness. Not sure who would he be referring to there? Pogba?
Don't know. Here, Noel, how you finding the Chelsea under Tuchel, Tommy Tuchel? Remember you were delighted to see Big Frank in the hot seat. Now he's gone.
It's all new manager bounce.
Of course, it's a new manager bounce. Sure, Tommy Tuchel's an absolute pudding. Chelsea squad's very good.
They looked very, very dangerous last night, I must say. I know you were strolling a wee bit when you had first come on there, but they looked very good last night. I think they deserved their win.
Oh, I was joking.
Yeah. But they look good.
And honestly, we'll discuss this in a minute later on, actually, but I've never celebrated a Chelsea victory like that in my life. Standing up, screaming at the TV, being annoyed at 5 minutes at a time. Like, it was delicious.
I will admit to over celebrating the disallowed goal right at the end.
Yes,
the 3-1,
indeed.
but
Yes, I was down like both fists going like that, and then had the awkward feeling of oh right
But you don't really have like a Chelsea.
person.
Yeah, you don't have like a family
No,
Chelsea fan.
I'm
or
lucky.
anything.
I haven't got any blues that can be in my no blues in my life really. I don't think. Hopefully, I haven't forgot about somebody who's a blue.
Fortunately, I have a few of them, so I hate any progress that they make. But they are a little wee tiny stupid smelly club. So I'd rather they get to the final and stop the treble, not a treble that City.
Oh no! Yesterday is the end of that because they can win the
Well, they
Carabao
can
Cup,
win
the
a
league,
tre-
and the Champions League. All the like,
They
but
can
no
win
interest.
a
I don't care.
treble.
I won't even see it as an achievement.
Well, of course, it's an
No,
achievement.
because they haven't won the treble, and that's what I was worried about.
But they've won
I'm
a
still worried
treble.
about the Champions League, obviously, and I would rather they didn't.
So you
but the
saying-
pressure's off me
so
now.
you
I can
saying
relax. I'm no
a
longer
Premier
scared.
League and Champions League double isn't an achievement.
Of course, it's an achievement, but
So
not.
what
but
about
no,
that
what I'm saying
plus the Carabao Cup?
yeah, but that's not the treble. That's just a wee.
I know, it's a
That's,
treble.
that's a double.
It's a treble,
No, it's a double plus a Carabao Cup.
which is a treble.
No, which is a double
It's
plus a
not the
Carabao
treble.
Cup.
See, you're not giving the treble enough.
Oh,
What
if Donny is, I hope Donny is
Somebody shot Mason. too.
definitely faking that because if he he looks to be in serious bother if that's not him trying to win a BAFTA. Imagine Donny got a big injury. Pretty what's happening in the comments there. Potsy says best audio he's ever heard. That was earlier, but just thought I'd say it again.
Yeah, well,
Um,
he's got good ears. Good stuff. Look, Gurley says Witso, the Chelsea connection.
Witso, yeah. If you're watching Chris Whitten, which I really doubt you are, long time no see, brar.
Noel Regan. What?
Hmm?
Are you talking about?
Whitten?
No, Luke Gurley says Witso, as in the Chelsea connection. People, you
Yeah.
know. He's not saying Witso's watching.
I know he's not. I'm saying
Yeah.
if I doubt he's watching, but if he is,
Well, we nearly scored there while we were arguing.
I missed the missing goal as well, chatting balls.
Noel Regan says, "Is this Roy Keane and Jimmy Redknapp? Who would you be, Roy Keane or Jamie?"
No,
Good opportunity there from Scott.
I think you're like a David May, and I'm like a. I think I'm like a.
Yeah. If it wasn't important, I wouldn't be reading it now, so you probably didn't read it.
I'll let you know what that text said earlier, lads. Here, 8 years strong. We haven't went down in a while. Watch it go down right now.
Yeah, if you wanted to go down,
You just look at it.
just you keep talking. And
Donny
you
must
say
have been fine there. Go on ahead,
it.
Mason.
Mason.
Oh!
Oh, good
Oh!
save, Bruno.
Go
Bruno.
on, son.
Patience.
Oh,
cleared.
Jesus.
Basically off the line.
He is due.
Calling for handball. He's shouting for handball. If there's nothing given here, VAR might interject. Good play there from Donny. Falls fortunately to him. Bruno open net, hits him
No, it's a
high on
shoulder,
the
isn't
arm,
it?
but
Shoulder.
his arm seems to be tight to his body.
No, it's fine.
Never-
No, I'm not
chance.
going to give that. That's annoying because Bruno is due a goal from open play, like I said on Thursday.
Bruno, I think everybody expected it, but Bruno hasn't been good for quite a while. Really, he's done his wee stat pad and stuff. He's got things. Oh, what happened there? Is that a foul?
Yeah, this Pogba was fouled down. See the comment about Bruno, like you need to be careful about that. Like he hasn't been
No, to
great.
his own very high
Yeah,
standards.
but that's you can't say he hasn't been good. Of course he's been good. He just hasn't been as good as he has
I
been.
don't think he's been good. I think he's still living off the phenomenal performances from he joined. But I think he's going through that patch where everyone was predicting to come. But let's just hope he gets out of it and we start seeing the true Bruno that we know.
I would love a goal from open play from him.
The thing about him as well, like you just seen it there, he's just utter pure quality. Like if something,
Oh Jesus!
some quality,
Burnley
needs,
2 against 2.
needs some quality out of him, he'll provide it.
Well in, looky boy.
Phenomenal from Luke.
Good man, Harry. Good man, Harry. Good man. Right, Bruno.
Bit of ping pong going on.
Right,
there.
come on. I need my
Yeah.
prediction to come in. Come on.
Cavani with the ball on the counter attack, spreads
Good
it out
man.
wide to Mason.
Mason on a hat trick. Come on, son.
Mason cuts in left, plays it.
Bruno,
to
hang on, son.
Bruno
Oh,
puts in Donny.
Donny,
with the left foot.
yes!
Puts it in, and Addison Cavani with the goal. 3-1 Man United. Fantastic.
Isn't it grim that I can't probably celebrate
I
it?
know VAR really, truly ruining.
Absolutely brilliant. 3-1. That's exactly what I
The
said.
joy of football. 3-1. Fantastic.
KG for the next 10.
Unbelievable.
Then in the last 10 minutes, there'll be 2 goals. Perfect.
Excellent stuff.
I said it was in Cavani's 10th or 11th goal.
2 for
Ross
Mason, 1 for Orlando. Potsy says Bradley is the McCann and Mark the Tim of the stream for sure. I don't know. I know McCann. I don't know the Tim. Is that the
Oh, was it what a ball from Bruno as
great
well?
ball disguised?
Beautiful.
Great from Donny.
And what
as
a
well.
ball. Oh, shit, are they checking
Fantastic
this?
assist for Donny.
Are they checking this?
No, I think they are, but I think that's clearly onside. But great to see an assist for Donny.
Yeah,
Great to
definitely.
see him get some sort of
Showing
goal.
good composure there because
Yeah.
I'd say
I
8
thought
out of
so.
10 players had a shot there.
I thought he was going to hit it too. Fantastic ball in. Cavani with a
Brilliant.
deserved goal.
Outstanding.
Um,
Legolas,
who's
I.
Tim?
What?
Who's Tim? Tim McGarry?
No, it's
You are Tim McGarry.
it's
That's here. He's inverting. Potsy's invertingly right. You're Tim McGarry. I'll be McKeown. Hey, Shallow.
good man yourself. What about Luke Shaw
Well,
being the best
today.
defender in the world at the minute?
Phenomenal.
He's brilliant. You can't get the ball off the man.
Aaron shouts Legolas and Andrew Fires with the question Legolas. That's a reference to a comparison that I made a few 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago.
I'll reenact it for you.
Go.
He might have played Legolas in Lord of the Rings, but I tell you what, he was legless that day. No, it was good. It was on that show he was producing, and he made the comparison, the visual comparison, look wise, with Cavani and Orlando Bloom, and it is quite
All I'm saying.
freakishly uncanny, isn't it?
All I'm saying is, has anybody seen the two of them in the same room at the same time? I don't think so.
No.
Case closed.
Also, Bradley's famous for referring to one of our Swedish centre backs as Victor Nickersoff.
You said one of our Swedish ones. Only
Yeah.
got one, mate.
Alex, we've got plenty.
Victor
the youth team?
Nickersoff. What?
In the youth team. Are you daft?
Name me the Swedish centre back in our youth team.
None of your business. I'm not giving you knowledge. Get
Victor
your own
Nickersoff,
knowledge.
our best centre back at the club. Come at me, bro. Harry Maguire was dreadful in this match.
I
There was an
didn't see
occasion-
enough of Maguire today to make comment, unfortunately.
There was an occasion in the first half where he literally just, under no pressure, just kicked the ball out. Tried a pass, just kicked it out.
Just on this game as well, just to go back to what you were saying about Bruno, right? So apparently it was a a pure world class leave dummy that he
It was
done,
very good.
right?
It was very, very
He
good.
also played a ball to Marcus at this sort of second half that I thought was phenomenal. Then he got
I
the
think
assist of the
it's-
assist
I didn't see
there. So like that's not too bad.
You
you know,
an
and he-
assist there?
What?
It's a pre-assist. It's not an assist.
No, it's an assist of an assist.
It's a pre-assist.
Yeah, because it was Donny got the assist.
Doesn't count, mate.
What?
Doesn't count.
I know it doesn't, but it's still. Here, Andrew Friars. How you feeling about the quadruple going up in flames?
Up in smoke.
Up in smoke flames?
I think we should get a bit of.
It's because they're a small club, but they just couldn't get the business done against a Chelsea that are in transition. They couldn't even put them to the sword.
We should get a bit of
amazing.
slabbering going on here between Andrew and Noel.
What?
Noel, a Chelsea fan, and Andrew, a City fan.
Mm.
Let's have a bit of a slabbering match if you're still here. Let's have a go at it in the comments. Ding, ding, ding. Come on, slabber. Which oil club, which money rich club is the biggest? What do you think? Who's the most disgusting? Who's the worst sort of? Let's buy ourselves some silverware club, City or Chelsea? Which one's worse?
Oh, it's so tough. You see, when I'm having this conversation, I always have a lot more respect for Chelsea because they were a bigger club.
to begin with.
Yeah. So they obviously Abramovich's injection of cash was obviously changed the landscape dramatically, but it didn't take them from a terrible wee small club to a powerhouse European elite. Never won it before, but no, I think City are worse because it was just dartboard scenario. Whereas Chelsea, I feel like that was.
However, you could say that Chelsea's portion where that occurred, they won more as a result.
Chelsea won more. Well, they won the big prize. They didn't win more, though, I don't think, did they?
Well, if you include the big prize.
So they won 03-04, they won 04-05.
My memory's not that good.
And then they won 2010, was it? And then 2015. The Champions League in 2012. And they won a FA Cup. They beat us in the final.
They also had
so you're probably talking.
They also had us in the final of the Champions League. Remember when we beat them?
Yeah, 2008. Never forget it. In your bedroom. And then watch the game as well. No, and then they also won the Europa League two seasons ago. Last season. Season before last. Whereas City have won like 4 or 5 leagues. FA Cup once. Carabao Cup 1,000 times. Charity Shield. Yeah, Chelsea probably won more actually then. Probably. If you give
that's what I'm saying.
5 points for, if you put it into a point system, 5 points for a Premier League, 10 points or 6 points for a Champions League, 4 points for an FA Cup, and 3 points for a Carabao Cup. I reckon City or Chelsea are above or higher.
Yeah, and as well with Man City, I think it seems they've won more. Obviously, they've won a lot in recent times, but it seems they've won more based on how well they've won. Like the Centurions, they're lasted away leagues, whereas Chelsea, I know that they got 94 points or something one season, like with Drogba or whatever. Back when that sort of tally wasn't so much seen, but as we've seen, the tallies are going up and up, and next year we will win the league by 120 points.
Yeah,
I think that's what the projections are.
By February.
Luke Gurley says Chelsea have won 1 Champions League, which is a poor return realistically. Once City win the Champions League, they'll be winning it more frequently.
There's a genuine issue with your comment. Look,
it's the word
you
once.
said when.
Yeah, we said once.
Or once, sorry.
The same meaning.
I think it's a massive if. To be quite honest with you, because I think they're bottle jobs, and I think Guardiola's only got about 2 seasons left, and he signed the contract recently for 3 years, was it? Or did he? I'm making that up. Anyway, the moral of the story is, thank Christ they didn't win they could put it in the FA Cup yesterday.
And anyway, let's wrap it up with a review, a quick review, and if we've got time here, we'll do a more in-depth review of the game.
Yeah.
You can talk about 45 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about the game? What do you think? The second half was quite clearly, obviously, with the scoreline, infinitely more interesting than the first half.
Yeah.
And you're very lucky that you didn't have to, by yourself, go through that whole first half, talking about crisps and chocolate and about how old you were and saying very nice things about Victor Lindelof for no reason. What did you think about the second half?
Second half was, at the start of the first half, I heard it in the radio. It sounded very exciting. I heard the commentators being very excited about Bruno's dummy. They weren't talking about the goal or the assist too much. It was the dummy that they were talking about. Then I turned on I checked the text on my phone, come back again, and it was 1 each. So obviously we couldn't hold our water. Then since I've been in here, it was pretty good. It was exactly what I thought. KG, Burnley were still in the game.
KG there.
Hey, what about KG? Shout him out. Shout your mate out. He's probably watching.
We'll send all this traffic his way. All 3 of us.
And then exactly what I thought. KG, last 10 minutes, would get 2 goals, and we did. And they were pretty clinical, to be fair, weren't they? And also from the halftime point, I was really happy with Solskjaer having the balls to take Fred off for Cavani, which obviously was a good move.
I addressed that at halftime.
Yeah.
I was very happy to see that, but at the same time, I was a wee bit cautious. Was it a forced sub? Is there an issue with Fred? And because I didn't I don't think I paid enough attention to say either way, or he just didn't show him at halftime. But Fred seemed to just sort of not come back out. But I don't know whether maybe there's a story behind that. Maybe he's just injured. Maybe he's being rested. I don't know. But it was a good tactical substitution because we were sort of kind of like playing like a 5 or like a 4-5-1. But it was too defensive. It was bringing on a bit of pressure against us. I think the introduction of Cavani changed the game really, and it allowed Mason a bit more space, a bit more freedom to get the 2 goals, which I predicted he would. Oh, I said he would get 1, to be fair, but I did say that he would get the goal, the next goal, or I predicted 1-0 or 2-1, and Mason to score first. I just wish I'd put some dough on it. Look, Gurley says, I'm off, gents. See you boys at the next fixture. That's next fixture will be next week versus Leeds. And I hope, look, if you're probably still not here, but I hope Leeds absolutely hammer the plums clean off you tomorrow night.
Monday Night Football, Leeds Liverpool.
Monday Night Football, Leeds Liverpool.
You boys are
Leeds fresh off the Man City scalp. They play Liverpool tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then they play us next Sunday.
Liverpool or in deep baller tomorrow night and next Sunday as well. Saturday?
So,
next Saturday, is it? Sunday or Saturday?
Man of the match based off the second half. What do you think?
Tough. I'm edging for Bruno.
Mason.
Well, yeah, Mason had a good goal, but it was deflected, and he played well. Yeah, but I'll not argue with you on that one. Yeah, we'll give it to Mason. Do you want to give a small trophy to somebody?
I'm only giving it to Mason because he's a youngster and he's the future. I don't actually really believe Mason. Yeah, I'll give it to Mason. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Actually, give it to Juan Mata again. I'll give it to him against Granada just because I think he's finished. So.
Was he on the bench today, Mata?
He was, and Matic.
Just another thing about the selection just finally as well. I think it's always easy saying this in retrospect, but if you looked at the Burnley lineup, there was no Ashley Barnes, and it was just Chris Wood in his own. So why did he play Scott and Fred?
It was too defensive.
That's one thing I did notice because I seen the United team first and I thought, right, there's the usual pivot. So I thought, right, dead on then, Barnes and Wood, but it wasn't. Have you seen this?
Yes,
Premier League statement.
We talked about it in the first half. This seems to be a slightly more advanced statement than we got at halftime. Nothing too really interesting there. It's just basically backing up what they're saying. Is the actual Premier League aren't for it, but apparently
that's no surprise.
The traditional top 6 have all agreed to be a part of it. But anyway, we'll leave it here, folks. Come back and watch the Leeds game with us next week, Sunday. You know what time that is? Is it another 4:00? Let's have a quick look.
I would like a wee Saturday game so we have a few pints. When's the next?
2:00. So 2:00 next Sunday. We will aim to be live for about 1:45. So come and chat with us. The team lineup should be released at about 1:00. So we'll try and get live before that, react to that, have a bit of a chat before the game starts, and slobber about Leeds for an hour straight. Come and join us then. 30 stinking Leeds.
Rotten wee club. Cheers for tuning in, folks.
Victor Lindelof.
Good evening.
He's such a sexy man, isn't he?
Sure is, boy. He's not as good as Cavani.